Today's episode is brought to you by Destiny's Accessories, located inside of A.V. Lopez at 3831 Boca Chica Boulevard in Brownsville. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 4. Destiny Accessories has all the phone and tablet accessories you need, including chargers, screen protectors, wallets, clips, holsters, pop sockets, cases, and much more. Welcome to Paranormal 956. My name is David.
And I'm Bianca.
What are we talking about today, Bianca?
You said... it stuck to me how you said it.
La Llorona?
La Llorona.
Rona? How many R's are in La Llorona? Too many.
Yeah. Anyways, La Llorona.
Of San Benito. So this is a very specific La Llorona. I think where the extra R's come
The
in.
956 Llorona.
Yeah, from San Benito. Just the fact that she's from San Benito, she scares me already.
Right. It's already a red flag.
Red flag. All right, so this story goes way back. So I don't know how many people know this, but the Texas Rangers
What the fuck do the Texas Rangers have to do with this story?
Oh, they have everything to do with every story. So the Texas Rangers, way back when they started,
Right.
were kind of the muscle for a lot of bad activity.
Right.
And so they weren't always the clean-cut good guys that they are today.
Okay.
And so way back during when this area, let's just say, right, this part of Texas was going through different governments. Republic of Texas, it was the Republic of the Rio Grande, it was Mexico, it was the U.S., going back and forth, right?
Right.
So during this time, there was a lot of small skirmishes between people of Hispanic heritage, sometimes Mexican, sometimes just brown, and the Texas Rangers. So this particular story has to do with a Mexican woman who ends up falling in love with a Texas Ranger.
Oh, shit.
Right? Now, this lady, her youngest brother is one of those Mexicans fighting for independence on the Mexican side.
Right.
So he's not a fan of the Texas Rangers.
So that's already beef.
Yeah. So he's going back and forth. And then at the same time, the Rangers, they were just randomly killing Mexican people.
Right.
They were not, like I said, the good guys. This particular Ranger was trying to be a good guy.
Because of her.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the motivation was, but he wasn't trying to just kill people because, right?
Right.
Well, some skirmishes break out, and the Rangers decide they're going to have to kill a whole bunch of Mexican men, right? To calm the waters a little bit.
Okay. And
so apparently, to prove his worth, this Ranger kills his brother-in-law to prove no, I'm
one of you guys.
I'm one of you guys, right? So at first his wife finds out about the brother's killing and is devastated, obviously.
She's mad, of course. Yeah.
Right. But she doesn't know that it's her husband that did the killing.
Oh, shit.
Right?
Okay.
So this lady has some kids, right? And it's pretty established with this Ranger, their marriage. They've been married for a while. And so she's pretty devastated about it. And her husband comes home and he's like, you know what? I got to get out of town. And so he had been leaving a lot anyway.
Yeah.
Right. And so she was like, no, stay. My brother just died. You can't just leave me here right now when my brother just died. And he's like, you don't get it.
That's why
I killed your brother. I got to go.
He told on himself.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
right.
up.
She's lost it. Right. This lady's
she's like, you bitch.
Yeah. So she's upset. The man
Not
leaves.
that I was there, right? But I assume.
Right. And so she's really upset.
Allegedly.
Let's
stop saying that.
We need a button over here.
No.
Instead of saying ay cochino, it's going to say allegedly. Because we don't want to get sued.
No, we don't. And we don't know,
we weren't there.
we don't know. We don't have the records.
Right.
We know the chisme part, but not.
Right. This is really a gossip channel.
It is. You
So the story goes that she's really upset. Obviously, her brother just got killed. Her husband leaves. She's got these kids.
Yeah.
And there's a lake, apparently. I know about the San Benito wetlands. I'm assuming that's the lake. Mm-hmm. It's like a resaca. This lady takes her kids and she kills them. Right?
Very Llorona.
Yeah. In the water.
Type. Yeah.
And then she kills herself. And so the legend is, and this, so it's kind of a two-part system because the ranger ends up, I think, killing himself later, but he's over in like Rancho Viejo.
What's up with people and killing themselves?
So it was a desperate time, I guess.
Right, I guess.
Right? This was, I'm sure it was a long time ago.
Right.
And so people had gone to desperate measures, right? To make Texas what it is today, right? They had to, if it wasn't for them, what would we talk about? And they knew that. They were like, someday there's going to be a podcast. We need stories.
For sure.
Right. So people say that they hear her
crying,
screaming, I guess.
Screaming,
right. The Wailing Woman of San Benito is what she's called locally.
The wailing?
The wailing. So wailing.
Like a whale, like.
No, like super crying. Like really bad crying.
I thought, I was thinking like Dory type of thing. Like the Nemo scene.
So it's similar to that, but opposite. And not even close. It's
okay.
Wailing is like you're crying so much that you're almost like screaming.
Okay.
Right? So they call her the Wailing Woman of San Benito.
Okay.
So I do have a little bit of a background on some things here.
Uh-huh.
Right? And this is not the only La Llorona that we know about. Right?
Right. There's
like this is a very common story.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to do some thinking of how does this story keep happening?
In many places.
Right. And so I have some theories. What better place to talk about it than on my podcast?
Than on your podcast. Okay.
Yeah. With you.
On the podcast. See?
By the way, I feel like you stole my mom.
Let's not bring that up.
All right. So this is what I think. First of all,
I did steal your mom.
I know. So,
anyways.
First of all, we know in modern day times about postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis.
Back in the day, it wasn't really a thing, like a diagnostic.
Right. There was not really anybody aware of that.
Yeah, like someone to talk you through it or help you out through it. Like, it wasn't like, yeah, people weren't aware.
Like, even in my lifetime, there was a lady named Andrea Yates, and she killed her kids in her bathtub because she felt like the demons were inside of them. And then she went to court and all of this stuff, and so they found out she had postpartum psychosis, right? Which is
so it's like a whole nother level
of the depression.
Postpartum.
Right. And so we know this now, right? And Andrea Yates may be a story we cover in the future because that is a very interesting story too. But I think if you were in the 1800s or before and this was happening, there's going to be some kind of folk tale about it, right?
Yeah.
So now the other part.
Okay, now I'm concerned because, anyways, okay.
Well, tell me what you're thinking.
Because I didn't get postpartum. With Brooklyn, I didn't get postpartum like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to my second.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What? That's fucking scary.
You can't think like that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's okay.
I understand, but we have help now.
Oh, we do. Yeah,
we have help now.
For sure.
And
if anything, Angie can keep it.
Oh, yeah.
Joking.
Cool.
Don't bring it up.
Not cool. So, anyway.
Joking.
So we know about hormones and we know about what women go through sometimes, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. So that answers a little bit of that question. However, there's another part that's kind of left, in my opinion, unanswered about why are these women
near the river, like always
screaming?
Yeah.
Right. The Wailing Woman part of it.
It's not through a CD. It's not through.
Right. So this is something I think I figured out because I go camping and I have woken up in the middle of the night to this sound.
What's that?
So this is kind of the mating call
A mating call
of a mountain lion.
of La Llorona.
Yeah. So I'm going to post this video.
A mountain lion? you
A
said?
mountain lion, yes. So I am going to post this video on our Facebook. It's of a young man kind of in the woods, I guess, and he's hunting.
Yeah.
And then he just starts filming because he starts hearing.
La Llorona. Allegedly.
Yeah,
It turns out it's a mountain lion.
it's a mountain lion. But
Okay, yeah, if you hear that, like,
I think that's the missing point of why these La Lloronas
they're everywhere.
why they're everywhere, because mountain lions are all over North and South America,
Right.
from Canada all the way down
Yeah,
to they're everywhere.
it's a whole gang.
And they're always by the water, and they
True.
scream like that. And then you add that to these kind of folklore of these women,
Mysteries.
which I'm sure women
Did
you
kill
know,
the kids in the
did
river.
kill their
But we don't think they're crying out loud for the kids. Because the Mexican one, I don't know exactly where in Mexico, but the Mexican one is not screaming like that. Allegedly, it's ay mis hijos.
Oh, so you hear words.
Yeah. So I don't know why the San Benito one is not talking.
What's scarier though? Is a
The
woman
ay mis hijos, pretty sure.
the talking?
Yes. Because she's being pretty specific. I don't think anybody it's out there like, oh, let me go. It's a Saturday night. Let me go ahead and go scream ay mis hijos by the river today.
I guess because I have experienced this. Like I've been in the mountains camping, asleep, and then just heard this screaming of a woman. It sounds like when you hear it in real life, it sounds like a woman is getting murdered. It sounds terrifying.
It does.
And if you're in the mountains and
It's confusing.
echoing,
In the middle of the night, yeah.
right. And so, like I said,
You wouldn't go out there to help her if it was actually someone.
No, not helping that. Sorry, lady.
No. Nope.
I'm not going to go in the woods in the dark
No.
when that is happening to you.
Exactly.
Because I'm not going to say it. I'm going to get canceled on this show, man.
I'm pretty sure we're already halfway there.
Okay, I'm going to just say it. It sounds
Okay.
like she's asking for it. No, that's...
I mean, it's a ghost. It's a ghost.
It's a joke.
ghost.
It's a
ghost.
joke. It's a joke.
She's
Yeah.
not alive, guys.
She's
Come
not
on.
alive, and
She's not alive.
she's not asking for it.
Yeah.
Right. And so
You said it's a mating call anyways.
it's a mountain lion in heat of all things. So in a way, she's asking for it. I don't know why that's attractive to male mountain lions, but
It's weird.
sounds like a bitch to me. But
Right.
yeah.
Anyways,
So the story you're talking about a story I hadn't heard.
you never. That's what everybody hears. Ay, mis hijos, or shit like. Look it up.
That's
YouTube.
super creepy.
Look it up in YouTube.
What-
YouTube La Llorona.
La Llorona. Oh, there's this La Llorona sound.
No, just look up for a sketchy video. Something that's in the dark or something. La Llorona just put ay mis hijos. AY space HIJOS.
Oof.
You got lost?
This, I don't know about this.
That's the one. She's asking for her kids, like, where are her kids? You see? That's what we grew up like knowing the story as.
So I grew up with it. I guess because my family is from San Benito, I heard about the screaming.
Yeah.
And
Well, I guess we'll talk about the Mexican one next time.
maybe.
I'll talk about it because by the looks of it, you don't know shit about it.
Clearly, I don't know that story.
But I think I remember because my grandma would tell me the story like, it was a lady, supposedly she was washing clothes by the river. So she was going through her depression type of thing.
Yeah.
But is that her husband had left or something and that she was alone with the kids. And then she was washing clothes and I guess the kids fell in the river or something. The river took them.
Yeah. See,
and then she couldn't live without her kids.
Right. And her husband had already left.
He had already left. There was no way of contacting him. And so she killed herself.
Yeah.
But that's why the cry is, ay, mis hijos, ¿dónde están mis hijos? Because she doesn't know where her kids are.
Yeah. So that is a different story.
Yeah.
However, something that I didn't bring out because I didn't think it was an important detail.
What?
But in the San Benito story, the lady made extra money while her husband was leaving town by washing clothes.
Oh my fucking gosh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so she made money by washing other people's clothes at the river.
Man, that's fucking crazy.
So the big difference.
Yeah.
The big difference is
that the San Benito one killed them?
She killed her own kids because I don't know if it's to get back at the guy or it was like they weren't going to survive anyway.
How is it back at someone killing your kids? What do you mean?
So I don't have kids.
Right. But let's say you would kill like your dogs or your cat just to get back at Angie.
Oh, yeah, that couldn't.
No.
But so I'm looking at it. I was looking at it from the other way.
Cat.
I was looking at it from the other way, right? If you wanted to hurt me, then
that's
yes,
understandable. Yeah.
You could kill my animals and I would be devastated by that. But I'm not going to kill my animals.
That's why.
You know what I mean? And so, but yeah, so that definitely makes it a darker kind of thing. Because if your story actually makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Because kids drown all the time.
Yeah, and it's a moving river. It's like a...
Right. And so that accidental thing happens.
And you can grab the kid and like... And it wasn't just one kid. It was three kids.
Yeah.
I think in the Mexico one it's 2 boys and a girl. I think. Wow. I'm not sure.
Super specific.
Yeah.
And so it makes a lot more sense because... I mean, I guess with the things that I said with postpartum depression, my story does make sense. But imagine a woman back then trying to keep track of her 3 kids while she's doing all this other stuff. And you're like, you have to go to the river to wash clothes.
Mm-hmm. And make the kids pass time to get tired until you get home. Yeah.
You're working and they're just like, let them play, right?
Yeah.
And then...
They're like, you have an eye on them.
Right.
Accidents happen and shit.
So that does make sense to me. Right? Like let's say it this way. I prefer that story.
You prefer that story than the one
that lady killed her own kids.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the kill your own kids story.
Yeah, no.
But in San Benito, I'm not surprised. San Benito, some weird shit happens in that town, man. And I have met kids from that town.
From San Benito. Oh, that's true. That's true.
And so I can see their parents
doing that. You still tutor those kids? No.
What?
You don't tutor the kids from San Benito?
Oh, tutor the kids. No. Yeah. Man, I was like, what? When was I tutoring kids? No, I don't tutor kids from San Benito anymore.
They're too much.
They're a lot. Those kids. And imagine in the 1800s.
Oh, shit.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, my parents are both born and raised in San Benito. They're a lot to deal with.
Yeah, I feel for you, David.
I mean, I'm kind of glad you stole my mom.
Until today. Not even a day ago.
Yeah. You know what?
You already think she's already on my side, like, way gone.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I didn't know she was from somebody that you can keep her.
Refund.
Yeah. I was lied to. I didn't know it was going to get this bad.
Yeah. So that's it for today's episode. I am looking at our schedule, and next episode,
what is it?
We're going to be talking about, or you are going to be talking about
what?
Gypsy Rose.
Oh, shit. So, David remembers the story from Dr. Phil he was telling me.
Yeah.
But, like, it's fucking weird that I know more of this than he does. I just find it interesting, to be honest. Is that... I don't know.
Yeah, you sent me a video this morning
A TikTok.
of a joke.
It's funny.
It's funny, but I was like, what the fuck is this? And you were like, what do you mean, what the fuck is this? And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And then you said Gypsy Rose.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that episode. The things that since we talked, I looked into it and I remember a lot more and then learned a lot too. And by then, a lot of things are going to happen and change and we're going to learn more.
And more.
And it's going to be a good episode. I am looking forward to that.
And she's coming out in December, I believe.
She's getting out of jail on the 28th of December, right
Free
after.
Gypsy! Yay! Do the clapping. Do the clapping.
Yeah.
But
So that's an episode coming up next week. Thank you all for listening. Check out our Facebook. We will be posting more content on there, hopefully.
free Nicholas, though.
What was it?
Free my homeboy Nicholas.
Oh,
He needs to be out too.
you think so?
Yeah.
I think he's a little
Anyways.
fucked up in the head, but all right.
She is too. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's true.
Everybody was fucked up.
Everybody in that story.
Everybody's fucked up in
And
that
so,
story.
it's true. We're going to talk more about that next week.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our Facebook.
Download our Spotify.
Yeah, download us wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
And we will see you soon. Thank you for listening.
Bye.